ZOS tape and virtual tape performance. My name is Curtis Ryan, lead sales here at IntelliMagic. I've been with IntelliMagic a year and a half or so now. Before that, I had a short stint in IBM, about 18 years in IBM in multiple different areas, working in both the mainframe space as well as the open system space. I'm very, very pleased to be joined today by Burt Loper, who will be our primary presenter. Burt is an extremely deep performance expert in the area of tape performance. He was likewise an IBM alumnus of 30-plus years, working in IBM, leading the tape and virtual tape performance group within IBM. So look forward to having a nice webinar with everybody today. Again, appreciate folks joining. We're going to try something a little new this time. I want to try to keep things kind of interactive, and we want to make sure that we're answering your questions and making sure that the content and the topics are the things that you're most interested in knowing about. And so one of the things that we're going to do as we go through is that for folks that have questions, you'll see in your little control panel over there, there should be a questions box where you can ask questions. What we are going to do is, as we go through, I'm actually going to ask a question or two of the audience, of each of you as we go through, and you can type your answer in that questions box. And at the end of the webinar, we're going to make a random drawing of folks that have either answered questions in there or folks that have asked us a question, and we've got a $20 Starbucks gift card that we will give out at the end to one of the folks that has either participated in the question and answer in the box or has submitted a question to us. So just to make sure everybody knows where that is, and so we can just test it out and make sure that questions box works. I want to just ask folks, can you just put your favorite sports team in the questions box real quick? Just any sport, football, baseball, whatever, your kids' soccer league, just fire off some questions in there, because I want to make sure this question and answer box is working. Yes, all right, there we go. Okay, cool. We got the Ducks, we got the Mets, we got the Steelers. Hey, Cowboys fans, sweet. All right, good. Got some the Cowboys fans here on the phone. Excellent. Okay, very cool. All right, so that is working. Okay, that one doesn't count for the gift card. But the rest of the things as we go, if you got a question and you drop a question in there for us, we will try to answer it as we go, or we'll answer it at the end. And then we're going to pick a drawing at the end for folks to, and somebody that's on the webinar will get a $20 Starbucks gift card. So, all right, with that, let's jump into the content. So, Burt, do you mind going to the next chart? All right, cool. So here's our agenda for today. We're going to take about 45 minutes to an hour or so. I'll go through a little bit of an introduction, and then Burt will start taking us through the importance of the visualization of tape data and the importance of being able to combine different data sources into a consolidated view of what's happening in your tape environment. We'll talk a little bit about IntelliMagic Vision and specifically our version 8.2 that came out recently. Go through a lot of examples. So lots of examples from both the IBM tape environment, TS7700 series, and Oracle storage tech, and then we'll look at what we can show in terms of the ZOS view of that data. So you got the tape system view, but we found it's really, really important to then overlay that with the ZOS view of those workloads, and that the intersection of that can give you some real insights into what's happening in your environment. So we're going to be covering IBM and Oracle, and so to kind of help us understand what folks have, this will be my first official question that I'll have if people want to answer in here, is what tape systems do most folks have? Do you have IBM? Do you have Oracle? Do you have EMC, DLM, any of those? Let's see, what do we got? Just so we know how to kind of tune. We got some IBM, IBM. There's some Oracle, IBM. All right, so we got a lot of TS7700 customers on. Okay, perfect. Lots of TS7700, but we do have some Oracle too. So Burt, as you go through, let's go ahead and make sure we hit both, because we do have both represented from everybody here. So
This is just a brief overview of what we will be discussing in the actual video. If you would like more detailed explanations, as well as more content, please follow the link in the annotation.